the conspiracy theory that I always thought was weird and obviously wrong is Holocaust deniers. That's crazy. The reason it's so crazy and weird and insane to deny the Holocaust is because Germany admits to that. I don't think they would admit to it if it didn't happen. I think they would have questions. I think someone in the country would say, hey, we should double check. There's 80 million people in Germany. I don't think you can gaslight 80 million people that hard. Guys, here's my impression. Here's my impression of Matthew McConaughey in the movie Interstellar. This is my impression of Matthew McConaughey in the movie Interstellar. I'll tell you what I love about these Earth girls is they keep getting older, but I stay the same age. All right, all right, all right. If you or anyone you know, even if you're not Muslim, if you draw a picture of Allah, a Muslim person might kill you for drawing a picture of Allah. Now, I think that the only reason that happens is because Muslims haven't seen Joe Camerota draw a picture of Allah. Because when I draw a picture of Allah, I always make sure and I give Allah really nice tits. I always give Allah Billy Elliot level tits. I always give Allah a big beard, a big belly, and Billy Elliot level tits. You know what had to be the weirdest TV pitch in history was when Bill Maher pitched Politically Incorrect. And he said, hey, my name is Bill Maher, and I'm going to have a show where I say politically incorrect stuff, and it's going to be called Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher. If some guy said that to me, I would go, get out of my office. But maybe he pitched it for what it actually is. Maybe he walked in and he said, in this show, I plan to say politically correct statements, but I'll tell people that these statements are politically incorrect. So that way, people can think the same things and think that they're politically incorrect, and thereby people can think that they themselves are cool. Subway surfing is a problem in New York City. People are dying from subway surfing. And I notice that all the people that are dying from subway surfing are people of color. And the reason that is because white people are really good at subway surfing. So there's something called the 4B movement, which ladies in the United States are now practicing. Ladies who voted for Kamala are now denying sex to men here in the United States since Trump won. And I gotta tell you, this is affecting me big time because before November 5th, I was getting tons of pussy. I was up to my eyeballs in pussy. Before November 5th, I woke up and thought, I need less pussy. I used to walk around with 8 chicks at a time who were dating me. I was swimming in puss until Trump got elected. What am I gonna do now? I voted for Trump. And the reason I voted for Trump is because I have a strict bros before hoes policy. And so I had to vote for Trump. Can't vote for a lady. Bros before hoes. I'm not vaxxed with the COVID vaccine. I did not get the COVID vaccine at all. None of them. Not one. And sometimes I forget that I'm one of the few people here in the United States now who doesn't have autism. I saw a meme the other day after the election, and it said, please check on your pregnancy able friends. And so I called up all my friends who are pregnancy able, and I said, hello, I know you're pregnancy able. I'm wondering if you're doing all right today. I hope you're doing well, because I know it must be a tough time for you because you're pregnancy able. And they all said to me, each one said, Joe, do you mean I'm a woman? And I said, I didn't know I was friends with a Trump supporter. Click. I used to feel uncomfortable around groups of people, and I don't anymore, because I now realize you can always just be alone as soon as possible. You can like immediately be alone. You can just go, hey, I want to be alone now, and you can just pivot towards alone. You can mentally be alone long before physically being alone, which is still alone. So, yeah, now I just tune into being mentally alone, and I don't experience social anxiety anymore. Guys, JD Vance, in my opinion, looks like a trans man. And no hate with that. He just looks like a trans man. And I think it's hilarious to say that, because I know when I say that, trans men are offended and JD Vance is offended. Saying that offends everyone involved in the equation. Kamala spent more than double what Trump spent, and then went into debt trying to beat him. Dude, you can't buy the internet anymore. Whenever you try to buy up the internet, whenever you try to buy up the information, you're just buying up the dead internet now. Everything is curated into a little corner by a person if it has value.